MSA Immigration. And we have with us Jalu. So Jalu is with us to facilitate this, to moderate most of the session here, because we're also opening the opportunity for some students to briefly consult with you. So we have prepared some breakout rooms to have a space for you and some students who's interested, because we're anticipating that as well. So it'll happen within the period of the webinar, but after all presentations. So it's going to be brief. I won't keep you up late. And so just to keep things, just to keep this going and to get the discussion started with NAIT specifically. And of course for Daryl. So Daryl, I believe this is the second time with MSA, but first time doing a breakout consultation with them. So it's a good opportunity. Yeah, especially now we all have, we have 3 of the Polytechnics in Canada. So this is a good opportunity to promote that as well.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, and Mark is here. Very nice, fresh photo of Mark. Hi, Mark. All right. Okay, so I believe, so I just want to check, Junko, you are on co-host, so you will be able to share your screen. Daryl as well, and Mark. Mark, can you hear us? Hello, Mark.
Maybe he's not there yet.
Okay. Okay, maybe some technical problem, because right now there's a storm in the Philippines. So
oh no, really?
Yeah, I think now at this part is like a marathon. So one just got out and one's coming in. So it's a weird time.
Wow. But are you located in Manila or like a different city?
Well, so my place is like a suburb, but it's near Manila. I live near Daryl, actually. And Mark, neighbors. And Mark,
really?
and I think Mark is located in the city as I believe. Yeah. And Jalu also lives in the city as well.
Oh, really? So I guess everyone's accessing the webinar from Philippines today, except me.
Yes. But we're kind of splitting it. So there are some people coming here, and then there's some joining MSA's Facebook page, because we're going live as well. Yeah. So we are covering all bases.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. So I guess we can start. I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys.
Yeah, sounds good.
When you come to a school that's so inclusive and you have world-class facilities, world-class use of technology, you get so much more of your learning opposed to just a formal-based old school way of delivery.
All of the instructors that I've had have been absolutely amazing. They're so supportive in different ways. In the class, it's one-on-one, it's right now. They're good with giving us class time to get it done because they do know that you have things going on outside of school.
The people, you're with the same people throughout the whole program, so you definitely develop a lot of relationships amongst your fellow classmates, and I've definitely made some great friends. The advantages of having a co-op program are substantial. I mean, you're graduating with a year of work experience, which is something that a lot of employers are looking for, and that's just the advantage you have over everyone else.
When I'm done school, I know that I'll be able to get a good full-time job in my field, and that is really what I'm looking for.
I
am tomorrow
In the making.
Congratulations on getting accepted into Humber College. These will be the best years of your life.
You're gonna love Humber.
Welcome to Humber's diverse community.
Congratulations.
Welcome to the best college there is, the best support system, the best faculty ever.
Online classes are accommodating and are great if you need a flexible schedule.
Humber College has so many services. You are going to have an amazing learning experience.
You are gonna love Humber.
I'm now working in an amazing job that I love.
You're gonna love it here.
Woo!
All right, good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me clearly? And can you see our screen for today? All right.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for joining our session this morning. My name is Naisa and I am with Apply Board. So together with me are the school representatives that I will be introducing to you later. And of course, I'd like to thank MSA Immigration, who is hosting this session for today. So welcome to our participants here. And at the same time, welcome to those who are tuned in on MSA's Facebook Live. And before we start, let's go over some house rules just to make sure that everything goes smoothly, especially that we are experiencing a storm today. So when you enter, just make sure that your mics are on mute, and we don't mind having your cameras on. We always love to see your faces, but in the essence of a stable internet connection for each and every one, we would encourage you to keep them closed until you absolutely need it. And during our presentations, please make sure you type your questions in the chat box, but because with this session is quite special, we are encouraging you to message Jalu, which is one of our MSA representatives here, and we will be happy to fix you up with a breakout room with one of our representatives. Just let us know which representative you want to meet, and we'd be happy to set you up in a breakout room. In any case, it's also fine if you want to stay in the main plenary hall. And without further ado, so we have 3 schools with us today, and all 3 schools are a member of the Polytechnics of Canada. So the Polytechnics of Canada, so that's namely SAIT, Saskatchewan Polytechnic, and Humber. So distinct among Canada's post-secondary pathways, polytechnics such as these schools focus on applied industry-aligned learning with real-world experience integrated into the curriculum. The goal of each school is to develop students into highly employable graduates who are ready to hit the ground running with the skills that the employers in Canada demand. So without further ado, our speakers for today from Edmonton. From Edmonton, we have with us Junko, NAIT. Hi, NAIT. Hi, Junko. All right, and of course, from Saskatchewan, we have Mark. Hi, Mark, can you hear us?
Hi, Niza. Yeah, morning.
Hi, good morning. And of course, from Toronto, Humber College, we have with us Daryl. Hi, Daryl.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. And of course, we start with NAIT. So Junko, ready when you are.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. Hi, everyone. My name is Junko. Let me set up my presentation here first. One second. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, one second. Okay, so let me start my presentation. Okay, so hi everyone. Once again, my name is Junko. I am international recruitment specialist at NAIT, Northern Alberta Institute of Technology. We always call NAIT NAIT. Okay, so we are located in the province of Alberta, the west of Canada, and the population in Alberta is just over 3 million. And most people live in the two major cities, Edmonton and Calgary. And a lot of people don't know about this, but Alberta has the third largest oil reserve in the world after Saudi Arabia and Venezuela. And thanks to the oil, people who live in Alberta are getting financial benefits. So for example, we don't have a provincial sales tax, which makes living in Alberta cheaper than other provinces. So when we purchase goods and services in Canada, everyone have to pay the 5% federal tax, and then each province has an additional sales tax. So for example, in British Columbia, you will be asked to pay the 7% sales tax, top on the 5% federal tax. So you'll be paying a 12% sales tax in total. Whereas in Alberta, you pay just a 5% tax. And the income tax in Alberta is also cheaper than other provinces, which makes a huge difference when you start working or doing a part-time job. So by living in Alberta, you have a benefit for having a lower taxes, and then having a lower taxes reduces your cost of living significantly. And Alberta is also known for one of the highest minimum wages in Canada. So our minimum wage is currently $15 per hour, whereas the minimum wages in the different provinces could be between $12 and $14 per hour. So as an international student, you can work while you are studying. So if you study and work in Alberta, you will earn more money than if you are to live in other provinces. You also have access to the free provincial healthcare in Alberta, and this includes your accompanying family members, such as spouse and the children. You will get a basic health insurance plan from Alberta Healthcare that covers seeing a doctor, getting a medical examination, and so on. And when you graduate, you'll be still covered with Alberta Healthcare if you are on the post-graduation work permit. So Edmonton is the capital city of Alberta, and it has a 1.49 million population and is a growing city. And then the population density is very small in Edmonton, and we have only 123 people per square kilometers, whereas in Manila, there are 43,000 people per square kilometers. So you can see the difference. So we have a lot of space in the city. And then when you drive in Edmonton, you will find that there is not so much traffic on the street. And then the city is also trying to shorten the commute time to 15 minutes when people travel to downtown. And then the average age of the city is 35 years old. So it's pretty young city. We also have a lot of nature in the city and has the largest urban park in North America, which is 10 times larger than Central Park in New York. So you can do a lot of different type of outdoor activities, such as hiking, biking, canoeing, ice skating in the park. And Edmonton is also close to the world famous Rocky Mountains. In Edmonton downtown, there are many amenities available, such as restaurant, cafe, shopping center, movie theater. So you can enjoy both urban city life and the beautiful nature. And then there are a lot of festivals happening throughout the year. And Edmonton is known as a festival city because of the festival, ongoing festival. And since Edmonton is the capital of the Alberta, it's a political hub. And we have a lot of government facilities. Edmonton is also a business hub and support small businesses. So our government encourages people to start their own business and provide them with some funding support. So if you are thinking of starting your own business after you graduate, Edmonton is the best place to be in.
Tell me that.
And then Edmonton is also a high-tech hub and a home of the National Institute for Nanotechnology. Okay, so NAIT is a polytechnic school, and the quality and the standard of the education is the same in polytechnic and the college or university. The major difference between the polytechnic and the college or university is the way schools teach. For example, the college or university focuses on academic and the theoretical courses such as English, sociology, history, math, and sciences, whereas the Polytechnic focuses on hands-on and applied skill training. Another major difference is the length of the programs. So the programs at the college or universities are at least 2 years or longer, but most of the program at the Polytechnic are shorter term, such as 1 year and then 2 year. So we have a high employer satisfaction rate. So this means NAIT graduates have the knowledge and the skills the employer want. 86% of NAIT graduates find a rewarding career after graduate. And the 50% of the program focuses on learning theory and the 50% on the hands-on training. So after you learn the theory in the classroom, you will have a chance to apply it to real work settings. We offer the small size classes that limit up to 30 to 40 students per class, which means you will get the individual attention from the instructors and you don't have to share a machine or equipment with the other students. Our programs are short, such as 1 year certificate program, 2 year diploma program. So you'll be ready to enter workforce within a few years. And our education is based on the 4 pillars, which is technology-based education, industry partnership, applied research, and hands-on learning. So NAIT was founded in 1962 and it has 4 campuses. Our main campus is located in the north of the Edmonton downtown, and it's about a 10-minute drive from the city center. We are currently serving 40,000 students, has over 1,900 international students from 88 different countries. NAIT is one of the largest polytechnic schools in Canada and the 3rd largest post-secondary in Alberta. We are ranked 3rd in the Canada's top 50 research colleges for 2020. So we have an international center that supports international students as they transition and settle in Canada. International Center offers a team of immigration license advisors on campus, international student peer mentors, academic advisors to support you with planning and organizing your study at NAIT. Counselors for international students who can help you with general well-being at NAIT. And there are also a lot of events for the international students where you can meet new people and make friends. And there is also Filipino international student group at NAIT, and I think they also have our own Facebook group. So NAIT offers more than 120 programs, and they are offered through 4 schools. We also offer the ESL classes and academic upgrading. Students who doesn't meet our entrance requirements can take our academic upgrading courses to meet the requirements. So we have one of the largest business schools in Western Canada, and here are the programs offered at the J.R. Shaw School of Business. And the program includes hands-on learning. For example, students will have a stock trading, bank simulation, and the case competitions, and so on. In the business program, we have a 4-year bachelor degree programs and a 2-year diploma programs. And you can select your area of specialization out of 6 different areas. In the 4-year bachelor degree programs, if you already have a business diploma, you might be able to start from the year 3 and complete the program within 2 or 2.5 years. And the Bachelor of Technology program is recommended for the student who already have a degree or a diploma in a technology field, such as IT, engineering, and even like a medical field. And that they can obtain a bachelor degree in 2 years. So they already have a skills and knowledge in their technical field, but if they want to move up to the management or leadership position, like a higher positions, they will need to have a different skill set, such as critical thinking skills, project management skills. But a lot of the time, technical people are very good at what they are specialized in, but they are not equipped with other skills such as management skills. So this program was developed to fill in that gap. And we also have a hospitality management, applied financial services, and a data analytics program in the School of Business. Okay, so School of Applied Science and Technology has 7 different areas of study, and they currently offer 44 programs. And their programs are designed to meet the needs of industry sectors. So you will see the work of our graduates in a number of infrastructures, buildings, technology and engineering projects across Alberta and Canada. I'm not going through each programs because there are so many, but nanosystem engineering technology, so under the analytical sciences, is one of our unique programs because there are not so many institutions that offers this program in Canada. So speaking of the tech sector, Alberta is now home to more than 3,000 tech companies, and that is over 200% increase in the last 10 years. So we are having a lot of tech companies these days. So graduate of our technology program will have the skill set that will be needed on the growing tech sector in Alberta. We also have a lot of IT and computer related program, and especially digital media and IT program, just the bottom of this slide. They are very popular among international students because those programs have a lower entrance requirements than other IT programs. In the School of Health and Life Sciences, there are 3 areas of study. So NAIT uses simulations with state-of-the-art equipment, models, and actors, providing scenarios in a safe and controlled environment. So you will actually get hands-on training in the simulation center and then learn how to provide medical supports to the patient, just like picture, in this picture. So this is the last school, the School of Skilled Trade. We have a culinary arts, baking, and then pastry arts, and the skilled trade programs. So to become an instructor at NAIT, a person has to have multiple years of industry experience, and that they can teach students from their experience and tell them what it looks like to work in that industry. So our students benefit from the industry experienced instructors and a comprehensive and up-to-date curriculum. In the skilled trade program, So there are 4 programs: advanced plumbing, advanced welding, automotive service, electrical installations. They are a brand new program starting this September, and the 2-year diploma programs, and then that offers a trade training and then a pathway to apprenticeship after the student complete this program. So you can see all the details for each of our programs on our program page. For example, you can find intake semesters, length of the program, and if the program is accepting international students or not, because sometimes some programs are not accepting international students. Program description, employment rate, course details, tuition fees, and the most important information, entrance requirements under how to apply section. So here is an example of your timeline in Canada. If you take a 2-year diploma program and start in September. If you take a full-time degree, diploma, or certificate program, you are allowed to work 20 hours per week of campus during the academic year, and unlimited hours during scheduled break, such as winter, spring, summer break. And the majority of our programs are eligible for the post-graduation work permit, as long as you studied in one of our 2-year programs and follow the immigration regulation. You will likely be eligible for the post-graduation work permit for 3 years upon graduation. So students usually look for a job and then apply for the permanent residency nomination during this 3-year period. And then the most important things to note about the post-graduation work permit is that you can only get it once in your life, and that's not extendable. So it's important to take the right program length. And then if you are in a 1-year program, we usually recommend that you take another 1 or 2-year program so that you can get the 3-year post-graduation work permit. So this is my last slide. Okay, so here are the required document for the student from Philippines. If you graduate from the high school under the old curriculum, please make sure to submit your post-secondary transcript as well, because the first year of your post-secondary education is equivalent to our grade 12 level in Alberta. You can apply online, and then our application process can take up to 2 or sometimes 3 months. And then you also need to apply for your study permit after your application process. So we usually recommend students apply at least 6 months before the program starts. Okay, so this is the end of my presentation, and I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
All right, thank you so much, Junko. So for everyone, if you wish to have a one-on-one later with Junko, please do message me or Jalu, so we'd be able to set you up with NAIT for your breakout room. Okay, thanks so much, Junko. Thank you. All right, so next is we have Mark from Saskatchewan Polytechnic. Mark.
Hi, thanks, Nisa. Yay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for attending and sharing your precious Saturday with us. So I'll share the presentation to you guys. So just hang on. Okay, you can see my slides now. Nice.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So wait a minute. Let's go. So yeah, again, my name is Mark Felipe. I'm the regional manager for Saskatchewan Polytechnic, at least for the Philippine market. So Saskatchewan Polytechnic, so just to give you a background where Saskatchewan Polytechnic situated or located. So basically, Saskatchewan is in between Alberta and Manitoba. So we have 4 campuses in Saskatchewan Polytechnic. But before I give you the information about our school, let me tell you the benefits or give you some information about the benefits while you need to study in Saskatchewan province. So first, we have the resources for newcomers. So meaning, if you are an aspiring international student and doesn't have any relatives or doesn't have any idea about the province itself, then definitely the government of the province can provide you all the necessary information, such as like setting up your SIN, finding your affordable accommodation, or even surviving the daily commute in Saskatchewan. Because again, as an international student, that is very vital for you to understand. Second would be the free health insurance for international student. This one is very interesting to know, especially if you would like to study in Canada, because in Saskatchewan province, international student does not need or doesn't need to purchase their health insurance. So meaning this one is very beneficial, especially if you are planning to bring your family, because they'll be also covered by the free health insurance. And to further elaborate this health insurance, this insurance is also will be activated once you step into Saskatchewan province. Unlike in any provinces eligible for free health insurance, normally it would take about 3 to even 1 year. And for the health insurance coverage or amount, normally would cost around 800 to 2,000 Canadian dollars, depending on the coverage that you'll be planning to take. Third would be the strong, diverse economy. Most of the people who's participating here doesn't have an idea about Saskatchewan province. They think, or they thought, that there'll be no jobs or for international student. Well, in fact, honestly, there are a lot of jobs for international students to begin with, and because of that, we are in need of manpower and we are lack of people. The province government, or the province of Saskatchewan, they launched this direct pathway for migration. So it means that once you study in Saskatchewan province or in Saskatchewan, you will have a great chance to apply for a permanent residency. So again, if you are an international student whose the aim goal is to process for permanent residency, then definitely Saskatchewan province or best destination. And graduate retention program. I'm not sure if this is to any provinces, but at least with Saskatchewan Polytechnic or Saskatchewan province, we are offering graduate retention program. So what does it mean? So in a nutshell, graduate retention program is the excess tax or taxes that you have remitted to the government. So for example, in Saskatchewan Polytechnic, if you study for a year, you'll be eligible to apply for a refund of 6,400. That's a good amount of money, by the way. And if you will be studying for a year, then you can expect at least 3,000 to 4,000 rebate or refund from your taxes. Okay. And then lastly, we are the only polytechnic in Saskatchewan province. So you can assure that before you finish or once you finish the program, there will be a lot of jobs lined up to your career. Okay. So now let's talk about the school. So as I mentioned earlier, we have about 4 campuses in province, and all of our campuses are located in prime cities. So we have Saskatoon, Regina, Prince Albert, and then Moose Jaw. Just a tidbits, the capital city of Saskatchewan would be Regina. Okay. And this slide is just a short video of our school, so you'll have an idea or a better picture what is Saskatchewan Polytechnic all about. So this is like a 1-minute video. So I'll share the audio, and there.
If you're new to Sask Polytech or even to Saskatchewan, let me tell you a little bit about our locations. We have a campus in each of the 4 largest cities in the province. Our Saskatoon campus offers more than 50 programs, everything from business and culinary arts to veterinary technology and welding. Saskatoon is known as the Bridge City and has a population of about 250,000. Regina is almost about the same size and is the capital of the province. Here, our campus has 2 sites and about 30 programs that can prepare you for a satisfying career in nursing, health sciences, early childhood education, the industrial trades, and much more. Our Prince Albert campus, with its 2 buildings, serves as the hub of post-secondary education in north-central Saskatchewan. Here, in this city of 45,000, many students are drawn to our programs in natural resources, human services, and community safety. Moose Jaw is a city of about 33,000 that is rich in history and heritage. Popular programs at our Moose Jaw campus prepare students for careers in business, engineering technology, and professional cooking. Public transit serves all of our campuses, but if you're driving, you can park in one of our student lots using a day pass or a prepaid parking card. You can buy these cards at our campus bookstores. Finally, we offer many courses through online distance learning, so no matter where you are in the province, Sask Polytech has something for you.
Okay, so that's the short video for school. So as you notice, all of our campuses are nearby the street. So if you don't have or if you don't own your own vehicle, then going to your preferred campus, going to your campus is not that difficult. However, during winter time, we still encourage the student to purchase their own vehicle because it would be a difficult situation for you. And for the faculty of programs, basically we have, I would love to think, whatever programs that you can think, Saskatchewan Polytechnic has it. So we have the faculty for business, construction, health and sciences, hospitality and tourism, and we even have the faculty for nursing. So if you want to become a registered nurse in Saskatchewan, we have the program for you. And the unique program for Saskatchewan province or Saskatchewan Polytechnic would be the mining, energy, and manufacturing programs. And since we are upon your or enhance your carpentry or welding skills, then we have that program, our international students grants. So I'm just going to highlight some that is very in demand, at least in the Philippine market. So we have the health programs such as youth care and support worker, occupational health, practical nursing, Bachelor of Nursing. And then for the business programs, we have the diploma of business. And the good thing about with the Faculty of Business and IT and Engineering program with Saskatchewan Polytechnic, we have a co-op. So by definition, when you say co-op, it's a paid internship. So I normally encourage the student to apply for a program that has a co-op so that it can help their finances in Canada. Okay, and aside from the business program, we also have the continuing care, which is very in demand, definitely. And for the level of the study with Saskatchewan Polytechnic, we are offering from certificate to postgraduate diploma. Okay. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I think we are the only college or polytechnic who offers bundled programs for pre-masters or postgraduate. So the cool thing about this program is that you can technically finish a program or postgraduate program for a 2-year level with a 2 specializations. So this is very beneficial, especially if you finish a program, because if you apply for a job, definitely your qualification will be broad. Okay. And lastly, why would you like to choose Saskatchewan Polytechnic? It's very simple because we have 94% overall graduates employment after they finish their program in span of 6 to a year. Okay. And then small classes, definitely this is expected since we are a polytechnic. Mostly we have about 20 students per class. And then scholarship, despite of this pandemic, we are still offering scholarship, and we have wide range of scholarship that we can offer to all the international students. Hands-on training, definitely, because we are a polytechnic. And industry connections, I would like to highlight this one because most of the students would ask me, like, after they finish their program, they can secure, they can be secure a job? The answer for that is 90% yes, because since we are a polytechnic, most of the industry in Saskatchewan province are connected with our school. And then for the length of the program, this is very standard, 8 months to a year, depending on the level or depending on the program that you'll be taking. And as you know, if you are an international student, you have 20 to 40 hours to work part-time in Canada. And again, paid co-op. So we have a lot of programs that has a paid co-op. So take advantage of it because it will help you when you arrive in Canada. And all of our programs is eligible for postgraduate work permit, even if it's for 8 months. And then student support. This one I would like to encourage the student as well, not to just apply to a school. Before you apply to your preferred school, perhaps you might want to ask what are the benefits that you can get or what are the support that you can get from the colleges as well. With Saskatchewan Polytechnic, we have a lot of supports that we can offer to our student, but I would just like to highlight some of the things that that is very stunning, I would say. Like, for example, with Saskatchewan Polytechnic, we have migration guidance. So this one is very helpful, especially if you would like to extend your visa, to process your PGWP, or even ask on how to apply for permanent residency under SINP. Our personnel can assist you for free. That's a good thing. And we also have a childcare center. So if you have a a child, or if you bring your family and there's no someone who would take care of your children, then we have the center for that. Airport pickup, we also cater that, orientation, housing, and explaining the health and dental plan for international students. And then for the tuition, normally our tuition would range about 14 to 19,000 Canadian dollars per year. This is inclusive of the miscellaneous. And then for the living expenses, it's very standard. It's 10 to 15. This is based on the government. But again, if you will live in Saskatchewan province, since we are one of the lowest cost of living in province of Canada, then you can expect at least 7,000 to 9,000 per month, depending on your lifestyle. And then for the requirement, or for the entry requirement, aside from high school, college, passport, and then resume, our school still mandate the international student to submit their English test results. So we are still asking IELTS academic with the score of 6.5, no less than 5.0. And if the student is quite intimidated about the examination for IELTS, then they can take, or they can consider Duolingo examinations. And we only ask for 105 score. Okay, sorry. And then for the school application process, definitely it's going to be an online application. So MSA can help you in processing your school application, and you have to pay 150. And then after 15 business days of submitting your school application, we guarantee that you'll get your letter of acceptance. However, once you receive your letter of acceptance, you only have like 30 days to accept the offer. And for you to accept the offer, you have to pay the 10,000 Canadian dollars deposit. Okay, so once you pay the 10,000 Canadian deposit, and that's the only time that you can process your visa application. So basically, that's the overview of our school and then the processes. So I'll give the floor to Niza again.
Great, thanks so much, Mark. And for everyone who just joined us, welcome. And for those who also just started viewing our Facebook Live through MSA Immigration Facebook page, welcome as well. So if you have any questions for our school representatives, please keep them coming. Type them in the chat box, or you can message me or Ron Jalo directly if you wish to have a one-on-one session with either one of our school reps we have here today. And of course, now we go to Humber College. Hi, Daryl.
You are ambitious, a problem solver, an out-of-the-box thinker. Welcome to Humber, a place where you'll get experiential learning in the classroom and beyond. You'll join students from around the world at one of our amazing campuses. You'll collaborate with industry leaders and be a part of a healthy and inclusive community. From film to fashion, industrial design to international development, sustainable energy to content strategy, there's a program for you. With inspiring, innovative spaces you'll want to call your own, you'll find a lot to be proud of. The diversity of our students brings the campus to life. Our faculty are award-winning trailblazers, and our graduates are making waves in every industry. From orientation to graduation, this is the next step to your success. At Humber, we are focused on your future. Be bold, be courageous, be Humber.
All right, so that's my presentation. Just kidding. So good morning, everyone. My name is Daryl Agapito. I'm the in-country representative of Humber College in the Philippines. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. Let me just pull out my real presentation. All right, so we are one of the institution partners of MSA. So our full name is Humber College Institute of Technology and Advanced Learning. It's quite long, but we're also known as Humber College. So just to give you a little background about where we are located. So from Saskatchewan or Saskatoon, we're flying now to Toronto in the province of Ontario. So Toronto is the largest city in Canada and the 4th largest city in the North America. And it's considered to be the 11th best study destination. So in fact, in 2019, there were 642,000 international students who were tallied inside Canada, and 50% of that number are actually studying in the province of Ontario and the city of Toronto, specifically in also with Ottawa. Yeah. Toronto is also considered to be the second best city in the North America in terms of quality of living and ranked first in the North America to be the safest city to live in. And it also has the largest and the busiest airport, which is Toronto Pearson International Airport. So if you will be studying at Humber College or going to Toronto, that is where you are going to land. Again, that's Toronto Pearson International Airport. Pre-pandemic, it's actually welcoming a lot of people from around the globe. That being said, Toronto has almost all industries available, maybe in computer programming, IT, engineering, hospitality, healthcare, teaching or education, everything is available. So if you are an international student who will be looking for a part-time job while you are still studying at Humber or after finishing your program at Humber, you will definitely find jobs around Toronto. So why choose Humber College among all other colleges in Ontario or in Toronto? We are a global leader in career-focused learning. We are one of the Polytechnics Canada or Polytechnics College. There are only 13 Polytechnics colleges and universities across Canada. There are only 7 in the province of Ontario, and there are only 3 in the city of Toronto. And one of those 3 is Humber College. Just like Mark and Junko mentioned a while ago, being a Polytechnic college, we ensure that we deliver our programs in a combination of theoretical and practical learning or hands-on learning. So we ensure that our students are immersed in the industry and that they are job ready after finishing their program at Humber College. That being said, 79% of our programs have co-op or work placements. So we have over 200 academic programs to choose from, and 79% of those programs have co-op or work placement. So on top of your part-time job of 20 hours per week off campus, if your program has co-op, then you will have another job opportunity. All right. Currently, we have 33,000 full-time registered students, 6,500 of which are international students from over 130 nationalities. And I'm very proud to say and happy to say that Philippines is already top 3 origin of international students at Humber College. Way back in 2016, we're not part of the top 15 yet, but now we're already top 3. There you go. So I'm hoping after this session, one of you or you will be part of that population of Filipinos at Humber College. So this is where we are located. We have 3 campuses in Toronto. Our North Campus is located just beside the largest and the busiest airport, Toronto Pearson International Airport. It's about 10 minutes away. And our Lakeshore Campus is about 30 minutes away from the airport. And our very new facility, which is the IGS, or International Graduate School, is located in downtown city of Toronto, right in the middle of the city. So if you can see the green line, this is a subway. The yellow U-shaped line is also a subway, and the purple line up here is also a subway. All broken red lines are bus lines. So anywhere you live around Toronto, it will be very easy for you to access all of our campuses. So our North Campus is the home of most of our facilities, just like our very own restaurant, which is the Humber Room, where our students under hospitality and restaurant operations management are doing their practicum. And that restaurant is open to the public. That's why you are already immersed in the industry. All of our students know how to run a restaurant. And this is our BCTI, or the Barrett Center for Technology and Innovation. We are well known for technology and innovation, just like our full name. That's why we built BCTI just last June 2019 for our students under automation, robotics, systems integration, mechatronics, computer programming, IT. If you have a project or a research that you want to work on together with the Humber faculty, then you can definitely use that facility, and that research or project of yours will be sponsored by these industry partners. We also have several support for our students. We have our Academic and Career Success Center, where you could go if you are having troubles looking for your part-time job. We are conducting job fairs in the beginning of each semester to assist our students in looking for their jobs or job opportunities. We also do networking nights. We bring in our industry partners for our students to be able to network. And we also assist our students with their academic success. We also have our International Center. If you are having troubles with your study permit, your visa, or you need to extend your visa or study permit, or you need to apply for your PGWP or postgraduate work permit after finishing your program at Humber, just go to International Center and our international student advisors will be assisting you. We also have our Student Wellness and Accessibility Center. So if you are having troubles with your health, may it be physical health or mental health, just go to that center and you will also be assisted there for free. We also have our Athletics and Recreation Center for those students who are into sports and fitness. You can use off the facility for free. If you wish to use the gym, we have our gym in both of our North Campus and Lakeshore Campus. You can just present your Humber ID and use the facility for free as well. All right, and that is how our Lakeshore Campus looks like. It's actually my background. So you have more open space and green space to interact with other students. But of course, with the pandemic, we still would like you to adhere to the healthcare protocol, which is social distancing. And again, our IGS is located in downtown Toronto, where we are now delivering some of our postgraduate degree programs only to international students. All right. So we have over 200 academic programs to choose from. I will not be discussing all of the programs, but just to let you know, even though our full name is Humber College Institute of Technology and Advanced Learning, most of the students would think that we are only an engineering school, but we're not. We are actually delivering a lot of different programs. So we have programs under fashion and aesthetics, applied technology and engineering, health sciences and wellness. We do offer practical nursing and Bachelor of Nursing to international students. We have pharmacy technician, occupational therapy assistant, and physical therapy assistant. We also have food and nutrition management. We do offer business, accounting, and management. We also have creative arts and design, which includes our interior decorating or architectural technology. We also have emergency services and children and youth, like child and youth care services, and also early childhood education. So there are a lot of Filipinos who would like to teach. If you are interested in taking up early childhood education, we do offer that to international students. And we also have community and social services, like social service worker program, and also skill trades like plumbing techniques, welding techniques, and also industrial woodworking technician. We also have media, public relations, and marketing, which includes our content strategy program, one of the very unique programs at Humber College, and also our business insights and analytics program. And we also offer music and performing arts, which includes our theater arts program. We also have hospitality and tourism, including our hospitality and tourism operations management and restaurant operations management, culinary management, baking and pastry arts management. And we do offer information, computer, and digital technology, like our ITS program or Information Technology Solutions program, and also our very new program, which is cloud computing. And there are a lot of Filipinos who are teaching English to foreign nationals. So if you are one of those teachers, you might want to explore our Teaching English as a Second Language program under the Foundations and Language Training area. We also offer justice and legal studies like paralegal education and law clerk. For those students who just finished grade 12 in the Philippines and you would like to pursue your bachelor's degree in Canada, in Toronto at Humber College, we do offer 31 bachelor's degree programs. It says 28, but we added 3 more bachelor's program or engineering programs to that list. So if you wish to check the complete list of our programs, you can check our website. It's humber.ca. All right. So these are some of our industry partners where you could work part-time while you are still studying or full-time after finishing your program at Humber College. We have over 500 industry partners where you could explore job opportunities. We have 3 intakes at Humber College. Our main intake is September, which just started our fall intake a few days ago, last September 7. So that's September 2021 intake. And that will be followed by winter intake in January 2022. If you wish to apply for January 2022, there are some programs that are still open. Please contact MSA after this session so they could assist you with your application right away. And our May 2022 applications will open this coming September 27. All right. What are the documents that you need to prepare if you wish to apply to Humber College? If you will be applying for certificate, diploma, or advanced diploma, we will be needing your high school transcript and high school diploma. Even if you already finished your bachelor's, we still need your high school transcript and diploma if you will be applying for, again, certificate, diploma, and advanced diploma. If you will be applying for a postgraduate degree, we don't need your high school transcripts anymore. We just need your college transcript and diploma. Technically, we are also requiring a language proficiency test result, but good news for Filipinos, we can waive the IELTS requirement if you finished bachelor's degree in any of these schools that you can see on your screen. So again, if you finished bachelor's degree in any of those schools, no need for you to submit a language proficiency test result or certificate of English as medium of instruction. All right, except if you will be applying for practical nursing, pharmacy technician, and Bachelor of Nursing. Those three programs would still require you to submit language proficiency test. And another good news, if you will be submitting your application through MSA, we will be waiving your 75 Canadian dollars application fee. No need for you to pay anymore. All right. Our tuition fees are running from 16,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollars. That's good for 1 year or 2 semesters, and that covers your health insurance for 1 year already. And that also includes your ancillary fees. Again, that's 16,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollars for 1 year or 2 semesters. Right. And we do offer scholarships at Humber College. So if you will be applying for graduate certificate program or diploma program or advanced diploma program, we could offer you up to 2,000 Canadian dollars scholarship. We need your letter of acceptance, an IELTS score of 6.5 or any equivalent test. A while ago, I mentioned that we can waive the IELTS requirement for you, but if you will be applying for the scholarship, we need an IELTS of 6.5 academic or any equivalent test. It could be TOEFL, Cambridge test, Pearson test of English, Duolingo. We also need 2 reference letters, an 85% GPA from your previous school in the Philippines, and an essay of why do you wish to apply for the scholarship. We are only giving out 20 scholarships per term. That will be 20 students for September, 20 students in January, 20 students in May. And if you will be applying for a bachelor's degree, you have a separate scholarship scheme. We can offer you up to 4,000 Canadian dollars scholarship if your GPA from high school or grade 12 is 95% or higher. For those who got 90 to 95%, you can get 3,500. GPA is 85 to 90%, you can get 3,000. 80 to 85%, you can get 2,000. All of those are renewable. Since bachelor's degree is 4-year program, you can renew your scholarship as long as you are able to maintain your GPA or that average score. If your GPA from high school is 75 to 80%, you can still get a one-time non-renewable 1,500 Canadian dollars scholarship. Again, these scholarships are only for bachelor's degree. And this is an estimate of cost of living in Toronto. So you can take a screenshot for your reference. We have put a buffer to that rate or to that amount. So medyo mataas siya compared to the normal cost of living, but you can use it as your reference. And also for those first-year students who would like to live on campus in a dormitory, we do offer on-campus residence in both of our North Campus and Lakeshore Campus. This is how our single bedroom looks like. And this is our 2-bedroom suite, shared kitchen, dining, and bathroom. The rates would be 6,000 to 8,000 Canadian dollars per term. That will be about 4 months. And dining plan is mandatory if you will be living on campus. All right. But you can also opt to live off campus. You can explore these websites for off-campus accommodation around Toronto. The rentals around Humber College is between 600 to 1,200 Canadian dollars per month. All right. I think that's it for my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. And back to you, Naisa.
Thanks so much, Daryl. And for everyone, please keep those questions coming, and we'd be happy to have our school representatives. And of course, for application, visa, and other administrative related questions. Jalu of MSA will also be here to answer some questions. All right, so I think the most popular question of the day is they have been seeing a lot of information from Facebook and the immigration website of Canada when it comes to the COVID-19 related requirements for traveling. And a lot of schools have actually taken into giving these assistance to some international students. So let's start maybe with Junko as to what is NAIT is doing in terms of assistance for international students arriving in Edmonton in relation to COVID-19.
So some of the programs are still offered online, and we gradually started opening up our campus. So you still see a lot of programs are like hybrid. So some of the portion will be delivered in online, and then some of them would be in class settings. So for the in class, we ask all the students, including the staff, to wear the masks. That's a mandatory on the campus. And we also have a lot of like signage like everywhere on the campus to keep the social distancing. And we also have a lot of like a maintenance and the cleaning like regularly, so then everything can be kept clean. So that's what we are doing. And I think compared with like other post-secondary school in Alberta, I think we are very cautious about like opening up our campus and then going back to like normal setting. So it's hard to predict what's going to happen in the future, but we are monitoring the situation and take actions like accordingly.
All right. Okay. Thanks so much, Junko. So situations tend to change quite fast at some point. So we need to be on top of things, but over preparing is actually very important nowadays. All right. Thanks so much, Junko. Mark for Sask Poly.
Yeah, thanks, nice. Well, with Saskatchewan Polytechnic, it's pretty much the same with Junko because again, we are following the protocols of the federal government. But I think the good thing about with Saskatchewan Polytechnic is not only we require the student to wear the mask, but with our campus, at least with all of our 4 campuses, we mandate all the student visitors or whoever you are that you have to have a vaccines, a full shot of vaccines. And if you don't have a full shot of vaccines, you don't have to worry because we have a facility in all of our campuses where you can get your vaccines. All you have to do is just to shout out to our ambassador so that you can get your schedules. And what else? Pretty much that's the protocol that we are having now. For wearing the mask, yes, it's still mandatory for international students, and but just to give you at least a rough estimate, at least in province of Saskatchewan, we are now in 80% vaccinated status, so it's pretty much safe to begin with. Yeah.
All right, thanks so much, Mark. And for Daryl, so I'm gonna add an additional question to you. So in Canada, there are certain brands of vaccine that is considered as fully vaccinated. And in the Philippines, we do have other brands of vaccines. So for those who got vaccinated, that's not part of the list that Canada is, I guess, recognizing as fully vaccinated. What do they need to consider?
All right. So for those students who got a different vaccine from what we are accepting in Canada or in Toronto, at least, you will be required to do your quarantine still, right? Yeah.
All right. So the normal 14-day quarantine.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. And
All
on top
right.
of that, what support are we giving to our students? For September 2021 students, Humber College have given a 500 Canadian dollar bursary for students who did their quarantine. So for those students who are not yet fully vaccinated or have taken the vaccine but not accepted by Canada, so we have given them a 500 Canadian dollar bursary. Where we haven't announced any bursary announcement for January 2022. We're not sure of the situation of the pandemic by then, but we are encouraging everyone to be vaccinated, just like Saskatchewan Polytechnic. We have a lot of sites where you can take your vaccine around the campus. Just just like what Mark mentioned, just give a shout out to your to your ambassadors, and they will be assisting you with your vaccination. And we also require students to wear masks on campus, and they need to sign in with their Humber application every time they will go to their campuses.
All right, thanks so much. So the next question is, it's something that we have been receiving recently. So some students, when they get tested for their COVID, because it's required by the airline, and for example, their flight is tomorrow, they get the result today, and unfortunately, the result is positive. So what's the first thing they need to do? Let's start with Daryl.
They need to inform us of their situation. Of course, they cannot board to their flight. If they get tested positive, they have to quarantine right then and there. And then we will have to defer their enrollment.
Okay, so it's a deferral.
If it's now, because they have already started their classes now for September.
Yeah. All right.
So,
okay. Yeah.
There's no way they can arrive within 10 days.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, thanks so much, Daryl. Mark.
Yeah, the same with Daryl. So if you get if you tested positive, then you are not allowed yet to go to our province until you get a clearance from the airport.
But is there a possibility that they can do the classes in quarantine in the country online?
Oh yeah, that's a good question though. If your program is listed for an online program, then yes. Even if you are in a quarantine facility, you can do that. But if it's required for a face-to-face, then you only have like two choices. It's either you defer your program, or unfortunately, you have to withdraw your money.
I see. All right. And for NAIT, Junko.
So it really depends on the timing when they deny the onboarding. So for example, like today, like student couldn't get on board. And of course, they have to notify us first. And if the program has an online option, and if it's available, and if they can still switch the program from in-person to the online, they might be still be able to take the program this semester. But they said like next week, the student said, oh, I can't come to Canada. Probably it's too late to switch the program, and we don't have a deferral policy for that situation. So unfortunately, in that case, they need to cancel the application, and then they have to reapply for the next semester.
I see. Okay. All right. Thanks so much. So next question is about the fees of the program. So what's the cheapest program or course offered for each of the schools? So technically, the schools here as a Polytechnic, the prices are actually quite affordable compared to university. So in a way, we can say it is actually, it's not cheap, it's affordable. But what's your take on this one? Let's start with Mark.
Okay. Well, for the program, definitely spot on your answer on that, right? For the range of the question, if I'm not mistaken, all of the colleges or Polytechnic has this range like 14 to 19,000 per year. So if you are asking for the affordable or for the cheapest program, then that would depend on the program that you'll be taking. And unfortunately, at least in my career or in my position, I cannot suggest a particular program which is cheapest one, which is not what do you call this, would not suit to your qualification. So you as a student, you really have to determine first your program, and then from there on or from them on, we can give you an information.
All right, and Junko.
So if you are looking for the just like cheapest program, that would be a 1-year certificate program, because the length is much shorter than the 2 years program. And so one of our certificate program that's popular to the Filipino student would be applied financial services, and the tuition fee would be around $19,000. So that basically you will learn like how to take care of the customer at the bank, and then they do the bank simulation, stuff like that. Though that will be the cheapest program that I can think of right now.
All right, thanks so much, Junko and Daryl. So additional question, along with that question, the fees, the fees that colleges and polytechnics in Canada, it's pretty much inclusive. It's not like it's just a tuition fee and then there's more fees. It's the whole bulk.
Yeah, so absolutely. So to answer the first question, I think the tuition fee for all of the programs are pretty much the same. It ranges from 16,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollars. I think there is only one program at Humber College that I know of out of the 200 program, over 200 programs, that is in 21,000 Canadian dollars per year. And yes, it's inclusive of everything. It includes your health insurance, at least for Humber College. It includes your health insurance already for 1 year and your ancillary fees, but not your books and your materials. So if you will be applying for example, culinary management, you will have your knife set, of course, that's exclusive of your tuition fee. You have to purchase it separately.
All right. So speaking of culinary course, so aside from the usual requirements that they need to submit, are there any other certifications that they need to prepare just in case the school asks? Let's start with Junko.
No, really. We just look into the high school transcript for the culinary art program. Yeah, and then we don't require the experience in the culinary art industries. Yeah.
All right. And Mark?
Yeah, pretty much the same. As long as you finish your K-12 program in the Philippines and you pass the IELTS examinations, then you're eligible to apply for our culinary programs.
And Daryl?
Yeah, so we just need your high school transcript and your high school diploma. If you finished your college transcript, if you're part of the old curriculum, we only need up to 2 years of your college degree. So yeah.
All right, okay. And the next question is for Jalu of MSA. So can our part-time job actually support our study and stay in any of the cities? So this is Edmonton, Toronto, and Saskatoon/Regina. And is it better to bring my family to have financial support while the spouse is a full-time job? So I'm guessing it's the wife studies, the husband works. So what would you say, Jalu?
All right, so it's great to join the discussion finally. Of course, I think it depends on their lifestyle actually. So most students, if they're going under single applicant or alone, their courses or their part-time job could actually cover their tuition fee, or part of their income from their part-time job could cover their tuition fee percent, if that's what we're talking about. But it depends on their lifestyle. If once they go there, they really go for to experience everything and not so much, for example, saving for their tuition fee flies over their head and they want to go to the prestigious or visit a lot of areas just like that. But if they are really, for example, able to budget their income, it could cover. And for example, if for the second case, if they will be going with their dependents or their OWP, so it would definitely help them because two of them would be generating income for their family or for the two of them. And maybe it's up to their planning or to their agreement as partners who would cover the expenses for their household or for all their daily expenses, and who would set aside their budget for the tuition fee. So I think it can be covered.
Okay, so another side of that question is the proof of funds when they apply for the visa, because that's another thing that they need to consider. So if they're bringing their family with them, what are the things they need to prepare in terms of visa application?
So in terms of the documents that they need to prepare, of course, it should be their bank statements or bank certificates stating that they are able to provide the show money. Or for example, it depends on the entry stream that they will be going for. So there are two, which is the direct stream and the regular stream. So it depends on what they would choose. Of course, we will talk about this with them during our one-on-one consultation with the student. After this webinar or our event, we can schedule our consultation with everyone in this room right now. And with regards to the bank statement, the show money amount should be in the account with not less than 6 months history. So that's the main requirement. So as for sponsorship, of course, it will be asked later on. How about if I won't be able to support my own studies? So as for sponsorship, it is only preferred up to the second degree of relationship. Maybe a sibling of your parent, your mom or your dad, or your grandparents, if they have the money. Because as a sponsor, we need to trace your relationship. So if it's a cousin of a cousin or a family friend, we will have problems with tracing the relationship, and there will be additional documents for them to provide so they can be allowed to become a sponsor of you. So yeah.
All right. So another question for you, Jalu, because I think each of the schools have already addressed this part. So this part would actually be on a general perspective, because this is them arriving in Canada in general and going through the border. So in case they are fully vaccinated this month, so let's say September, and the vaccine is Moderna, and they want to go to September 2022, do they need to go 14-day quarantine? So I think the quick answer is we don't know, but Jalu.
We don't know, but of course, when your visa will be granted after your application and we receive the grant of your visa, we will do a pre-departure orientation. So this pre-departure orientation will tell you what are the things you need to prepare for and what will you need to do once you arrive in Canada. And we will, of course, update you. This will be real time. So, for example, your intake is on September 2022. And then we will make sure that the information we give you during your pre-departure orientation will apply up to that date, or will be the latest advisory from the government of Canada. So you won't be lost, or you won't be wandering around what you will do or panic once you land. And yeah, basically we'll be there for you until the moment you start your classes.
All right, thanks so much, Jalu. So the next question is for our school representatives. So do you offer any athletic scholarship for international students? Let's start with Junko.
Yes, we do have a scholarship for the athletic students, but the students need to be admitted into the program as an athletics student first. That's the most challenging part. But yes, the answer is yes. Yes, we do have a scholarship for the students.
But they have to be enrolled first.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And how soon can they avail of it?
For the scholarship, it depends on the sports team, because we have I think it's close to 6 or 7 different sports team, and it varies depending on the sports team the student belongs to. Like we have a hockey, volleyball, soccer team. So yeah, unfortunately I can't answer the questions, but if the student exactly know the sport team, I can look into
all right. Okay. So obviously for Philippines, it's basketball. So I'm not sure if Canada is a basketball country.
Oh, I didn't know that. Good to know.
Yes, we are a basketball country first. And then apparently we're transitioning to football.
Really? Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, then I have to double check the basketball team.
All right. Thanks so much, Junko. And Mark.
We also offer varsity scholarship, but same with Junko, you have to be in the campus for you to be eligible. Yeah.
All right. And Daryl.
So we have the same. We don't have an international entrance for the varsity scholarship, but you can apply once you are already enrolled and you are already on campus. So you can try out.
Okay. All right. So we have a question here. Let me see if I got this right. So the real question is it required to have a credit or debit card to pay some of the entrances? So I believe, if I understood this right, is can I pay my fees using my debit or credit card. So tuition fee deposit and other remaining fees. Let's start with Daryl.
It's not mandatory. It's not required, but you can pay with your credit card or debit card through Flywire.
Okay, and for Mark?
Yep, pretty much the same. You can pay our tuition via credit card, debit card, bank-to-bank transfer. We also accept that as well.
And for Junko, Nate?
The same here.
Pretty much. All right. And for Jalu, when it comes to working with MSA, so how do they start the process with MSA?
So, can I share my screen? So
yes, please go ahead.
This will be quick, I promise.
Okay, no problem.
So yeah, let me just present this now. There. So this is our tagline: for an international study and migration experience as unique as you. And of course, other than this, we assure that your visa process will be fast, easy, and affordable, as we have mentioned a while ago. So these are the 4 simplified steps that we follow with MSA immigration. So first is the counseling and initial assessment, which could be done by our education counselor, or for example, if we can proceed with the breakout rooms today, if we still have time, that can be considered our initial assessment, as our representatives from Humber, Sask Poly, and NAIT will be referring you to us once they are done assessing your case. So if you are sure that, or you are confident and you have finalized your decision to study with either of our guests today, we will now enroll you to the course or to the school with your chosen course, and of course, the school, for example, any of these 3 that you would like to go to. If all your requirements are good to go and they have actually offered you or given you the letter of acceptance, we can now pay for tuition fee and other payables. With MSA, our professional fee is only 15,000 pesos and it's payable into installments. First is upon sign up, you will pay it already 7,500, wherein this 7,500 will cover from initial assessment up to the application until the time we lodge your visa. So when we lodge your visa, that will only be the time that you will pay the balance of 7,500 pesos again. But that is only for single applicant or for the student alone. If you will be bringing with you your dependents, there will be another charge that will be case-to-case basis. Okay, so this is the 4 simplified steps, and all you need to do is to submit your documents once you have signed up with MSA services. So these are the general requirements that you need to submit to us in colored PDF format. It should be clear and should be readable without zooming in. So for the main applicant, your resume, your passport should not expire within the next 6 months of your application. Then your academic credentials, either your high school diploma, high school transcript of records, or your college diploma and transcript of records. Certificates of employment is important. Then frequently asked question, what if I cannot secure an old certificate of employment because the office already closed down? Only your contract, if you still have a copy of that, is okay. Then your birth certificate applies both to the main applicant and the dependent, as well as the passport. So NBI clearance for identification purposes, your study plan or your statement of purpose, English exam result. I believe this is only required for some courses with Humber and is required with Sask Poly and waived for NAIT. So if we can go to our breakout rooms later if you wish to have your one-on-one consultation, this will be discussed more in depth. Professional license, if applicable, for example, if you're a nursing practitioner or teacher, we need your license, or engineer, we need your professional license. And marriage certificate, of course, if you are married. So financial documents, as I have said a while ago, This GIC will apply only to a particular entry stream, which is the direct stream. Your source of funds, either your employment, your sponsor's employment, or business, if there are. So in case of business, we will need the business certificate or business permit. And for some situations, they will request a photo of the physical shop or the actual shop itself. Affidavit of support for those who will be sponsored by their relatives. Proof of relationship with the sponsor, basically their birth certificate also, and sponsor's valid ID. So this is a brief overview of the requirements that you need to submit to MSA once you are sure that you will enroll with our guest today. So how can you talk to us or how can you reach us? You can book your appointments now through msaimmigration.com/appointments, or you can scan this QR code that we have provided. This will bring you directly to our booking page and you will see all the vacant times that you can avail. Of course, consultation is free. We will answer all your questions regarding your applications, or for example, you have specific questions that we cannot address now. We will make sure to answer them once you have booked your appointment with us. Again, consultation is free and you can ask all your questions regarding the student visa or your application for NAIT, Sask Poly, and Humber College through our Canada counselor. So I think that's it for how you can contact MSA Immigration. And of course, you can also email us. I'll just be typing it on the chat box for your specific questions. For example, you're shy to ask them now, or it's for a different situation, not for today. So yeah, I'll just type in our email in the chat box later on. So thank you.
All right, thanks so much, Jalu, for that. So if you have any specific questions, as Jalu mentioned, the consultation is free until you decide to go with MSA, all right? Okay, so last two questions before we wrap things up. So the second to the last question is turnaround time for the letter of acceptance. So how long upon submission do they need to wait? Because a lot of them are also asking, they don't know how long the visa is gonna be processed as well. So let's start with Junko.
Yes, so turnaround time is a little bit longer than other like institutions, unfortunately. So probably you can expect around 6 to 10 weeks. Yeah,
6 to 10 weeks. As long as the documents are complete, it's 6 to 10 weeks.
At least, yes. But it depends when they apply. For example, we'll be opening up the application period for next September in October. And then we will get a lot of application in October. So if we have a lot of application to process, of course, the application process gets longer than usual. So it could take up to like 2 months or like sometimes 3 months. So that would be the worst case. But yeah, maybe you might want to consider that, sometimes it takes like 2 months to complete the process.
All right, thanks so much, Junko. Mark?
Yeah, sorry. For our school, it only take about 15 business days to receive the letter of acceptance. And if ever you did not receive the letter of acceptance within 15 business days, please email me so I can check the status of your application. Yeah, but that's the time around. Sorry.
All right, thanks so much. And Daryl?
So we cannot do 15 days. I'm sorry to say. So just like NAIT, our processing time is about 8 to 10 weeks. It's quite long compared to the other colleges. But what can MSA do is that after submitting your application, if you submitted complete documents, you will be receiving your student number from Humber. So once you receive your student number, or MSA receives your student number, because they will be submitting the application for you, they will be sending it to me. And what I can do for you is to expedite the application. So instead of waiting for 8 to 10 weeks, we will have your application prioritized. If you submitted complete documents, then your LOA will be out by 1 week or by the following week.
All right. Okay, so that next question to that is being waitlisted. So each of you are quite in demand in the country, and all your seats tend to get finished pretty fast. And as Junko mentioned, I believe you're opening for September 2022 already. Same with Daryl and Mark. So a lot of the students get waitlisted. So what are the options for them? Do they wait or do they anticipate and apply? Let's start with Daryl.
So if they receive an email that they are on waitlist, again, we can prioritize your application. I can check if there are still seats available in that program. But if it's a program that has no more seats, that's why you were put on waitlist, I would advise choosing a second program where you could be considered.
All right. And Mark?
Yeah, pretty much same process with Daryl. But for the meantime, our January, March, and May are still open or are still ongoing. But for September 2022 intake, we'll open that on October 15, if I'm not mistaken. And if the student, you get waitlisted, then all you have to do is just to wait or defer your program if you don't want to change it. So that's why it's called waitlisted.
Yeah, wait or just move.
I know, right?
All right, and Junko.
That's a good advice. Yes.
Wait or go.
Yeah. Okay. So for us, we always recommend the student to apply for the two programs. So when they submit application, they can pick a first choice and the second choice. And then, for example, if the student get on the waiting list for the first choice, we can still process the second choice program. And once the student is admitted into the second program, they can get acceptance letter from the second program and can apply for the study permit. And while they are waiting for the study permit approval, first program might be available. And then if that happens, they can just switch the program choice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If it's like a lucky case, but I'm seeing in those cases. So yeah, they can work on the second choice program first and keep going with study permit application. And once first program becomes available, they can just switch. Then they can be in the first program. That's the I think one of the strategies.
That's one way of doing it. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Okay, so we have reached the end of our session for today. So if you're interested in any of our schools here that we featured, please reach out to Jalu and we'd be happy to set it up with you in terms of one-on-one sessions, because I believe you have specific questions about your background and your preferred program. So it would be best to do it one-on-one with each of our school representatives here. And of course, Jalo would be there to assist you. And with that, any last few words? Let's start with Daryl.
So I would like to thank everyone for joining us this morning for this session. Sorry, I was reading a message. So again, we are still open for January 2022. If you wish to apply for January 2022, kindly check if the program is still available or if we still have available seats for that program. With MSA, they would know, they could answer your question. If you are interested in joining us in May 2022, we will be opening our application this coming September 27. So please mark your calendars, prepare your documents. Again, the seats fill up very quickly. So I would suggest applying on the first day of applications.
All right. Okay, thanks so much, Daryl. Mark, perks of working from home.
I know, right? Yeah, apologies on that. It's just my office is beside our dirty kitchen, so anyone can pass by. Okay. So
Mine is near the kitchen as well.
I know, right? Anyway, so last few words. Again, thank you for attending the event. Thank you for sharing your rainy Saturday with us. MSA, NISA, really appreciate your effort in facilitating this. And nice meeting you, Junko and Daryl again. Just a piece of advice for the international student. If you have the urge to study in Canada, please do so, because we are, the government is very accommodating. So as long as you have the finances and the right program for you, then do so. And if you are aiming for a permanent residency, then choose Saskatchewan, because we have the provincial nomination. Right?
All right. Thanks so much, Mark. And Junko.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me tonight. Oh, sorry. In the morning.
Yeah, tonight. You're tonight.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. That's right. It's 9:30 on Friday night. Yeah, still
All
we are
right.
on Friday. But anyway, yeah, it was so much fun to join these webinars because this is the first time to join your webinars, and it was great to see Daryl and Mark, and so we also have some program available January 2022. So if you are interested, please check our website and please go ahead and apply.
All right. Thanks so much. And Jalu, last few words.
Okay, so thank you for having us today and for attending our event. It was nice meeting Sir Daryl, Mark, and Yuko for today. Of course, you can always approach MSA Immigration and you can talk to us for free. We don't charge anything for your consultation. Just book with us. We can do it through Zoom, just like this, or if you prefer phone call, we can also do that with you. And if you have specific questions for all our colleges today, then you can just message us and we'll connect you with Sir Daryl, Sir Mark, and Miss Junko right away. And of course, if you really want to start studying in Canada, apply now, as early as now. So you won't be rushing with the collection of your documents, or you won't panic if, for example, the waiting time for your, if you get waitlisted. So yeah, as early as now, start your applications, and see you in Canada.
All right, so start gathering your school documents, especially. Yes, try to find all your documents, especially your high school, especially for those who graduated the old curriculum. So find all your documents and submit it now. All right, and with that, thank you so much for our representatives today. Jalo, thank you for hosting this session, and for everyone who came here, and of course, who joined us on Facebook Live, thank you so much. And we look forward to helping you pursue your international education in Canada. Okay, have a good weekend. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Buyers.
Bye.